He was on stage yesterday talking about that success he had early in the game here at Nu Skin, earning that $44,000 check in the first 6 months I think he's in the business. He's a great guy, used to own motorcycle shops here in Utah. You know, has a great background because he knew the family. He was sort of connected to the family who started Nu Skin, and so, you know, he was a believer. He's going to come up and talk about Massive Action. His name is Jed Knight, and let's give him a warm welcome up on stage, Mr. Jed Knight.
Thank you. So, some of the speakers you've heard, they've said my name and they've said compensation plan in the same sentence, which kind of freaked me out a little bit because they were saying that me sitting down with them doing the compensation plan, and that's how they got involved in the business. Wow. For everybody that's new, I'm if that guy can do it, pretty much anybody can do it. In fact, I was in New York, upstate New York, one of the very first times I went outside of Utah to speak, or to do Nu Skin. It was sometime in 2004. And it was a meeting when there was an aisle right in the middle. I finished the meeting, and all of a sudden, this guy that was in the back of the room just like comes right towards me. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I've offended him, I've done something. I'm thinking, do I need to be ready to hit the guy, or I didn't know exactly what to do, because he is coming right at me. So he comes up, and he introduces himself as a doctor of speech therapy, or speech pathology, something. And he said, I don't know how long you've had dyslexia, and you've had your speech problem, but I'd love to help you. I've had a lot of success. And I looked around, is there like hidden cameras? Is this a joke? Wasn't a joke. It was true. He thought I had some mental issues. So I haven't been back up there to get help in the last 9 years, so I apologize if some of you have a hard time understanding me. But my name's Jed Knight from Salt Lake City. I started in Nu Skin December of 2003. And pretty much, I mean, if you look at a life or a road, or you're going this way, some people will do like this way, some people go this way. I did a couple spirals and then back this way. Nu Skin completely changed my life. And I was pretty much the exact opposite of what an ideal Nu Skin distributor would look like. When I started out, the scanner was back when you had to pull start it to get it to go and kick it a couple times, 45 minutes to warm up, and then you crossed your fingers that it would actually, and I found out later if you did it this way, it didn't work. So, scanner, life pack, that was it. However, somehow, in those first months that I started, Massive Action happened. I have no idea exactly how it happened, but it did take place. And so I look back at those first few months from December of 2003 to, say, June of 2004, where in that time span, I won a Mini Cooper. I made over $140,000. Pretty amazing. And I was actually being the type of father that I wanted to be. I was able to coach River's soccer team. I was able to coach Diesel's soccer team. Pretty amazing. And I was still making money. Good money. So, how did that happen? How did Massive Action happen? So Massive Action, though, the problem with that is, for me, I hear Massive Action, and I get all weird inside. Kind of like I want to throw up, but also like confused and excited, but yet confused is probably the best word. And see, the problem is most people, they associate massive action to me, because in the last 9 years, that's what I've talked on, massive action. So I have some sympathies for my business partner, Charlie, because his whole life is massive action confusion, because he deals with me every day. But massive, how many, you probably have some weird feelings going on, maybe some anxiety, because you know massive action has to do with growth, or it has to do with your business growing, or maybe massive action can drum up a bunch of different feelings inside. But really what massive action is you falling in love with yourself, having the confidence to go out and get out over your fears, figure out why you're doing this business, commit yourself, and then take action. That's massive action. Because if you do all those 3 things, or 4, math was never really my subject, but however many things those are, that's massive action. And massive action, what that can do, it can completely change your life. Completely change your life. Like I was saying, the spiral, coming back this way, completely changed my life. Massive action did that. I would have never dreamed that I'd be 36 and in the financial situation that I am now, where I can go and do whatever I want with whoever I want to do it with, wherever. It's the best feeling ever. For me, it's driving my boys to school every morning and picking them up in the afternoon, asking them how their day was, find out what they had for lunch, what happened at recess. That's what this business can do. And that's what massive action can do. And massive action, whether it's for 2 months, whether it's for 3 months, whether it's for 6 months, 2 weeks, however long it can drastically change your outcome with your Nu Skin business. So, the clicker's not working. Okay, so if what you dream wasn't inside of you, how could you even dream it? So when I started out, I had a bunch of team elites around me. My family, all the in-laws were all team elites. On my side, they were farmers, dairy workers, or lawyers. About the same thing. But no offense, Jeff. Yeah, I'm the only male on my mom's side that is not a judge or an attorney. So go figure. But if what you dream wasn't inside you, how could you even dream it? So on Monday morning, you're gonna leave here. You have tomorrow to get back, and then Monday morning you're gonna have a general's call at 8. Then 8:30 is gonna happen. And you're gonna be by yourself. You got all this information that you heard, a lot of good stuff, But man, 8:30 comes around. What are you gonna do? Because it's all up to you at that point. You have to be the one that actually makes the next move. So there has to be something inside you. And you heard yesterday Charlie talked about motivation. There has to be something inside you that pushes you, that makes you do whatever it is that you're going to do at 8:30 when you don't have that person on the general's call anymore. You don't have your upline pushing you. You don't have anything. It's you and your business and your life. Now, are you gonna be scared? Fear? I mean, fear. Fear. So I was scared to death that I was going to get involved and then fail. And I would be the only male on my in-law side that I made team lead. Crazy thing to fear, but that's what I feared. I also feared that I couldn't speak very well. It pretty well came true. And then I feared that I couldn't handle having my shops and do this on the side. I feared that I had to talk about lotions and potions. And I also feared that it was network marketing. Network marketing, growing up here in Utah, I think 70% of all network marketing companies come from here. So you hit rock bottom. You pretty much, you have no other options. They even bash network marketing companies on the radio here in Utah. Serious. So, man, I had a lot of fear inside of me. But what's crazy is the cave we fear to enter holds the treasures we seek. Isn't that the truth? Like, usually we freak out about something, whatever it is, but on the other side of that freak out, there's something good. Not just some of the time, but pretty much all the time. So whatever fear it is that's maybe holding you back a little bit from going from diamond to blue diamond, from LOI to executive, maybe kick through that fear. See what happens. My experience has been that something good always happens after that, once you get through that fear. So I looked at one of my mentors growing up. May answer a few of your questions about myself. Evel Knievel. And he made this statement at one point in his career. He was talking about doing the Snake River jump. And he said, cumulatively, I've spent 3 years or more of my life in hospitals. It's the price you pay for being a life-risking daredevil. But life goes on in the chosen profession. I had a dream with a canyon somewhere in it, and nothing could stop me. So what's going to stop you at 8:30 in the morning on Monday when it's a lot easier to do something else? It's a lot easier to maybe go walk the dog. Charlie blow dries his hair even though he doesn't have hair. Whatever it is, a lot easier to do that at 8:30. But that's that canyon. And are you willing to do whatever it takes? So the first thing to get mass back, you got to get over your fear. 100%. There are two great days in a person's life: the day we are born and the day we discover why. My boys, that's Diesel and River. And then there's Vander. Back. Vander was born 4 years ago tomorrow, March 17th. So Vander, he had to have open heart surgery when he was 8 days old, and pretty much completely changed our life. And I'd been in the business for about 5 years at that time. 5 years at that time. And I'll never forget the day that they brought him out, or we went into surgery. It was late at night that we came out, and the doctor said, okay, everything should be fine. Now we're going to, within the next 3 hours, he's going to come out of, start breathing on his own, and you'll be good to go. So I thought, okay, well, at least my wife hadn't had a lot of sleep, so I go back to the hotel room, and I got this covered. So, so he was laying in the bed just like that, how you see, coming out of the surgery. Supposed to be 3 hours, and 5 hours come along, nothing. A couple doctors come in. 6 or 7 hours come along, nothing. And about that point, I started freaking out a little bit, and really had to dig deep to decide how committed I was to being this kid's father. I can't, the 12 hours it took for him to come off the thingy, whatever it is, that thing, was probably some of the darkest and some of the lightest moments of my life. Taught me a lot about commitment. Because I felt like through the whole time that if I wasn't committed to him breathing again, I'm not sure if he'd be here. So, Nu Skin, commitment. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because for me, at this point, see, I didn't have to worry about a check. I'd go in the hallways or the place where the ICU parents were, and moms and dads would be on the phone with banks and their bosses, losing their job, losing their homes. Not me. My check showed up on the 20th of the month. My check increased 20% month over month while I was in the hospital with Vander. What business, what job, what anything would allow you to have that happen? There isn't anything else out there in the world. So, in retrospect, from that point, I thought, man, I am so glad that I worked my Nu Skin business like I did. I'm so glad at 8:30 in the morning I picked up that phone and got over my stupid fear, because it was worth it. And I got to be there for Vander every second of every day. So, here he is. He's good now. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Because it's worth it. I believe once or twice in a person's life, something comes across their plate that can spiral them around and send them back this way, or this way, or this way. If you're sitting in this room, hello, this is one of those times. You can choose on Monday morning. I'll make a call a little bit later. I'll do this. I'll do that. Blow dry my hair, Charlie. Or believe in yourself. Know what you're doing is right. And start your Nu Skin journey. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the business, whether it's 5, 10 years, 5 minutes. Make Monday morning count at 8:30. Because you never know. Like, you just never know. Thank you.